Welcome to another spontaneous episode of AWS Unorganized. I'm your host, Gary Dane. Sorry for that little hiatus between episodes. There's a little bit of a. Basically, things got a bit busy, but we're back on track here. His first coming out is a debuting Martin Luther King Jr., and he is hosting an open challenge. I mean, you'll probably already know who it is if you coming in, but well, I just roll with it, okay? Just roll with it. We need views. Yes, the king coming out here. Much anticipated debut. He saw how Gandhi. He saw that Gandhi nearly won the Thixon title. And he was like, maybe this could be my dream. And this is why he is here. The king of Martin Luther's himself. And yes, he is going to wrestle in a suit. Alright. Who will Martin Luther King face is the question. It could be anybody. It could be Mark Henry. It could be your father. It could even be Joe Hendry. Wait, what the? Oh my god. I said his name. And he appeared. I believe in Joe Hendry. I don't care if people are saying that. You know what? This man, he may have recently lost the Impact title, world title, but that's not stopping him from appearing anywhere, anytime. And now Joe Hendry has popped up in AWS. Oh my god. This man truly has no limits on what show he can be on. All you gotta do is be Scottish and have a catchy theme song and wear blue. Those are the 3 secret codes to being truly global. To truly have the key to every forbidden door. That is the power of Joe Hendry. Raising his fists up in the air. This is a very, very unique match for Joe, I gotta say. I'm pretty sure when he started wrestling, he never thought that he would be in the ring with Martin Luther King, full suit. But, yeah, that's just... And this is officially the first match in our 2K25 version of the Chaos Arena. I know it's a little weird to have it debut on Unorganized, but, they were wanting to test out the arena, see how well everything goes, and honestly, with these two titans, I feel like this is a special enough match for this scenario. We even already saw a code breaker. Oh, geez, hitting each other on that bouncy metal ring. I wonder if it's like aluminum or something. They're just slamming that hard. I mean, Martin Luther King did straight up do a springboard phoenix a little bit ago, so like, man, already showing some insane agility in his debut right here. But Joe, he's one step ahead with a big old triple knee H. That knee Triple H does a lot. And God, he's punching down the Hendry, going down on the king, or punching down on the king, and now deadlifting him. Oh my god. Big old gut-wrench suplex. The Japanese ref watches in awe. And Martin slamming Joe down. He wants to make a name for himself. A win over a former world champion like Joe Hendry would definitely be a great way to debut. But Joe Hendry does have a door, so King needs to keep that in mind. He needs to focus. Another double springboard RKO. Joe Hendry very familiar with how strong an RKO can be. A, but only an A count. King might have gone for it a little too early. Yes, Martin Luther King. What a cutter by him right there. And a big ol' powerbomb. Strength and agility right here. A real all-arounder Martin is. The king himself. Oh, what's he got? What's he pulling out under the ring? Oh, a sledgehammer, looks like. We haven't seen that weapon in a bit. Oh! Oh my god! Okay, Martin Luther King using the hammer very differently than what we're used to. I mean, also we're used to it just being a glorified punch since they always cover it with their knuckle. Like, I get why they do that, to keep the PG rating, but oh, Joe catch him in midair with a big ol' fall-away slam. A2, but Martin Luther King kicks out. It It was a big one too, though. You saw how he got his shoulder up. He's damaged. He's fighting though. But now Joe, Irish whip into that big old choke slam spinebuster move he does. I forget what it's called, admittedly. But Martin Luther King kicks out of it. Kicking out of a former world champion's finisher. Again, what a debut for Martin Luther King, but now Joe Hendry. Oh god, what's he got there? He's got a Jimmy Hart microphone. Could Jimmy Hart be coming to AWS? Feels like a calling card. Oh, Joe Hendry dragging Martin Luther King, punching him. He's not holding back. He knows he knows how much he's done for civil rights. But Joe Hendry, when you're in the ring with Joe Hendry, he does not discriminate. He will treat you like any opponent. And apparently he would smash anybody in the skull with a hammer. I think we might need to check on Joe Hendry's psychology. Big ol' power slam slamming King's head onto the door. A2. Dude, the power slam on the door. Specifically King's head on the door. It's Joe Hendry a huge victory. Do not let that result take away from Martin Luther King, though. You saw that Phoenix splash and the way he was able to land on him as he was rolling. Those double spring cutters right there. I say Martin Luther King had a pretty strong showcase against the former TNA World Champion right here. But congratulations to Joe Hendry too, though. Huge win on AWS on another promotion here. He may have lost it to Trick Williams on NXT. On AWS, he can take down civil rights leaders. And that's usually our most powerful people. Perhaps both King and Gandhi are too peaceful. Maybe that's why, both of them have had one loss in their career. But maybe if they formed some kind of alliance. Until then, jeez, you saw the way King's head bounced on that door too. Dear God, no wonder why it knocked him out. Joe Hendry, you are one brutal man. I gotta respect it though. He didn't hold back. He knew that King wanted a proper fight. He wanted to see what he was made of right here. The former world champion, getting that blue chipper, that edge right here. Young up-and-comer, Martin Luther King. Joe Hendry are doing almost the same pose as that two-man in the back. 2.5 stars by Rob Walker. This has been Gary Dane, and we're gonna have some better. We're gonna have some more crazy matches coming, but we want to do a bit of a down low one for this one. Just sort of a peaceful one-on-one, I feel like we haven't done that in a while. Anyway, you have yourselves a beautiful day.